What is going on, people? I am here for, if you couldn't tell by the title, a little unboxing. Technically, it's not an unboxing because for some reason my videos every once in a while freeze, and I noticed I was just trying to do this, and the video froze. So try this again. Hopefully, works and whatever have you. But anyway, if you couldn't tell by the title, I'm doing a unboxing of my Disney Movie Club pickups. For those of you who don't know what Disney Movie Club is, I'll get into it in a second, but hopefully everyone's staying safe. Hopefully everyone's doing well. Hopefully everyone's staying sane in this crazy time that we call life now, with this whole COVID still going on and, things getting worse and whatever have you. Hopefully everyone's staying safe and sane and everything like that. But pretty much, like I said, for the past, couple months, pretty much what I do here is show off some movies that you might not have heard of. Sometimes it gets boring just watching the same old thing, and especially in this time, movies are kind of there to, pass the time and make you go less insane. So anyway, hopefully you'll see some movies here. If you're signed up for the movie club that you didn't know were there, or something along those lines. If you don't know what the Disney Movie Club is, it's pretty much you sign up for it, and you have to, especially to become a VIP, which you really want to, because you'll get discounts and availability to certain movies that the public might not be able to get, and sales and all this stuff. So pretty much what you have to do, you sign up, and you have to buy 5 movies at regular price in a span of, when I signed up, it was like 2 years. You have to, most of them are like $30 to $35. So I don't know if I'm guessing they're more expensive. I haven't really bought a Disney movie outside in like Best Buy or anything like that. Pretty much what you get is you'll get movies sent to you. So it's between like $27 and $35, whether it be 4K or anything like that. Pretty much you have to get 5 movies at full price, and then you become a VIP member. But when you first sign up, a lot of the time you'll get these codes in the movies. So pretty much what you get is they'll give you, you buy one at regular price, then you can get a second one at half off, but it'll still count as part of the 5. So technically you have to get 3 in 2 years. Like I said, I don't know if it's different now because I've been signed up for like 8 years now or something like that. So I don't know if it's completely different, but pretty much then you have to buy 3 at full price, and then you become a VIP member. So anyway, when you go on there, I got a whole bunch of titles, because if you buy 1 at regular price, which is, as low as like $24, you'll pay 1 at regular price, and then everything after that is 50% off. So that's pretty much what I went on here for, and I kind of, got enough titles to make it worth it. I spent like $150 and got 10 titles here. So that's pretty much, I never did it before. I always had some in my cart, but I just never, pulled the trigger and just went and got it. But this time I actually went through, and I got a whole bunch of titles. So what I'm going to do here is show them off and let you know what they do have on their website. So anyway, before I get into that, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. If you enjoy what you see, you can always hit that thumbs up. And of course, hit that little bell button so you know when I do upload more videos like this, whether it be unboxings or reviews or anything like that. You'll know when I do upload more stuff. So anyway, let me get into this. The first one I got, 2 of them came with slipcovers. The rest didn't, which, I'm more of a slipcover fan, but what could you do? So the first one, I think I had the first one on DVD, which, I should eventually upgrade to Blu-ray, but, I kind of wasn't thinking. Anyway, this is the second Alice in Wonderland. This is the one, the Johnny Depp remake kind of deal, with Johnny Depp and Anne Hathaway, who else? Helena Bonham Carter, Sacha Baron Cohen. Pretty much, it's the second to Alice in Wonderland. So pretty much, you get the Blu-ray, DVD, and digital codes There's a whole bunch of bonus features. Behind the Looking Glass, which is the making of the movie. The Stitch in Time, which is, I believe, what does it say? Learn into the costumes. It's the costuming of it. Time On, which is a whimsical interview with Sacha Baron Cohen, characters of the underworld, or Underland, should I say, which is like the digital stuff, the White Rabbit and the Cheshire Cat and stuff. Scene peelers, which pretty much shows you what happened before they put in like the digital and stuff. So it's the scene beforehand and then what happens after. A music video, Just Like Fire with Pink, audio commentary, and deleted scenes. So that is, like I said, Alice Through the Looking Glass. This one, I didn't know what it was, and then I read the back before turning this on, and it's pretty much just a whole bunch of shorts. It says Celebrating Mickey. I don't know if it was like a documentary or anything like that, but it isn't. Pretty much it says, when Mickey burst onto the scene in a classic Steamboat Willie, he not only stole our hearts, he went on to bring joy for generations. A collection of Walt Disney Animation Studios celebrates Mickey's cartoon legacy with the favorites spanning nearly a century, including Brave Little Tailor, Pluto's Party, Get a Horse, and more. No Disney collection would be complete without these time-honored shorts. So I don't know if this is like the first time they put all these shorts in one collection, because I know a lot of the times they'll put like a certain short in like the special features for certain movies. So I don't know if this is the first time that they put all these shorts together, but it comes with Steamboat Willie, the band concert, Through the Mirror, Mickey's Rival, Boat Builders, Mickey's Trailer, Brave Little Tailor, Tugboat Mickey, The Little Whirlwind, Mickey's Birthday Party, Pluto's Party, The Simple Things, and Get a Horse. So like I said, 13 shorts on this in one little collection. So Celebrating Mickey. Like I said, I thought it was going to be a documentary, but I was completely wrong. This one, I watched one of these constantly. One of my favorite Disney movies of all time. I put it on my lesser known collection, like Disney movies that people don't know too much. But this is the 75th anniversary edition of Saludos Amigos and the Three Caballeros. Pretty much, for those of you who don't know, you have two extra characters that really didn't say, I don't know if they, showed them in, the South, like South America and stuff, because you got a Mexican, I think. One of them's Mexican and one of them's Brazilian. Jose Calderon, I think. No, Calderon. That's a basketball player. Jose something. I can't think of his last name right now. And then you get Panchito, who is the little red bird, who I think is from Mexico, and then Jose is from down south. I don't know if I think it's Brazil. Could be. I could be wrong. But anyway, you get those three, and then Three Caballeros. Pretty much, it's just a musical with them three singing, going down south, and all that stuff. Really fun stuff. One of my favorite scenes of all in that movie is there's a little scene with all these little birds that they're saying off, and then there's this thing called the Araquan that just goes crazy and annoys the shit out of everybody. One of my favorite scenes. Still could pop it in and still laugh at it. But Saludos Amigos, I really haven't seen too much, but Three Caballeros is one of my favorite movies of all time. This one I don't think has many, if any. Says Disney Blu-ray and exclusives. It doesn't really give you any special features, but what could you do? This next one of my favorite sports movies of all time, Remember the Titans. If you've never seen Remember the Titans, you have to go and see it. I think you have to go and see almost all these, because a lot of them I got because it's my childhood favorites, and other ones are just really good movies. But this one falls under my childhood favorite and also a really good movie. Remember the Titans. The times, when was it? In the 60s? I forget when it was, during a time with, segregation and stuff like that. So I don't know, pinpoint a year, but it's when that happened. So pretty much they bring together, white kids and black kids on this team, which was pretty much unheard of at that point in time in the South with football and stuff like that. But really good stuff. If you haven't seen it before, just a feel-good movie towards the end, especially, there was tension in the movie, and then they come together and all this stuff. If you haven't seen Remember the Titans, I'd say go ahead and do it. Denzel Washington, one of my favorite actors of all time. Ryan Hurst, I believe the guy's name is, from Sons of Anarchy. You have a young Hayden Panettiere, Ethan Suplee's in this one. Just a fun time. It's kind of funny because I think this was right after American History X, or sometime close to American History X, where Ethan Suplee plays a racist bigot in American History X, and then he becomes one of the people to bring the races together and Remember the Titans. So I don't know if he did that on purpose, kind of making up for it, but Remember the Titans really one of my favorite movies. This is pretty much just an upgrade. The Blu-ray disc comes with backstage commentary with looks like a bunch of the actors in it. Remember the Titans, The Inspirational Journey. What else? We have Beating the Odds. Denzel Becomes Boone. Deleted Scenes. The movie Showcase. There's a whole bunch of special features. I don't remember what they had on the DVD, but I'm excited to check the Blu-ray out to see what special features. If I don't remember checking them out, but I'm a huge fan of special features, so I'm excited for that one. Another sports movie, but on the complete opposite end. That is like a feel-good, coming-of-age movie. This is just a comedy. Cool Runnings, if you haven't seen this one of my favorite movies of all time, with John Candy and a bunch of sprinters. They were Jamaican sprinters trying to make the Olympics. They were having their dreams come along, and let's just say at one point their dreams get kind of sidetracked, I guess you want to call it. They want to get to the Olympics so bad. They're not going to make it as sprinters, so what do? They end up learning how to bobsled. They hire John Candy as their coach, who was, a coach for bobsledding in America. Now he's down in Jamaica because of trouble that he got into, and just a fun overall movie. If you haven't seen this, Do You Want to Kiss My Lucky Egg? Jamaica, we have a bobsled team. We got Wonderies. But anyway, if you've never seen this movie, really fun movie. I enjoy it tons. This next one, I haven't seen in the longest time, and then I saw someone post a capture of it. Actually, I think it's the guy from the movie himself on Instagram, and I'm like, wow, I haven't seen this movie in forever. It's Tim Allen in Jungle to Jungle. Don't remember the exact premise of it. I don't know if it's, a long lost child or what happens, but a young kid from, I believe it's an African tribe, ends up, in America, living with, American, trying to learn society and all that stuff. Remember enjoying this one a whole lot, but I can't pinpoint, what it is. The next two are the original and the remake of the same movie. Totally, completely different. The only thing that I'm bummed about is with the Blu-ray of this movie, it only came with the first one. But if you got the DVD, it came with both. But I kind of just wanted to upgrade it to Blu-ray. But the movie is The Parent Trap. Same movie, like I said, one's the remake and one's the original. So the original comes, who's in this? I forget the woman. Well, now she's a woman. At that point in time, she was young. But one of the first, what do you want to call it? Times that they used, it's a single person, but they reverse the camera or something. I forget exactly how they do it, but when it's one person and they have them play twins, I can't think of who the girl is in the original. I can't think of her name. I should just look on the bottom of here. Is it Maureen O'Hara? I'm guessing that's who it is, but pretty much what happens is a couple gets divorced, they have twins, and each one takes one of the twins. The mother goes back to England, I believe, and then the father takes the other sister to, I'm guessing, I think it was California. I could be, again, horribly wrong. But he takes the other sister to still living in America. For some reason, they both get sent to the same camp, and they meet each other, and then they, realize, okay, for the longest time, they didn't know they had a sister. So they're like, well, we figured it out. We are twins. Let's just meet the other parent. So one sister stays in the U.S. that should be going to England or wherever she's from, and then the other one. So that brings the divorced parents back together. So this is the original, and then with Lindsay Lohan. Who else is in this one? Lindsay Lohan and who was the other person in here? I can't even think of. Doesn't even say it. But anyway, both the original and the remake. This one I just never owned on Blu-ray. I upgraded it. I had it on DVD. Blu-ray and digital copy of Bolt. Kind of wanted the slipcover, but what could you do? This one is pretty much a dog that is like an actor. They use this dog in all the movies and all this stuff, but he isn't really like hero worthy, I guess you want to call it. So he ends up going and getting lost, and then running into all these other animals that call his bluff and say, hey, listen, you realize that all the stuff you do is fake, and you're not really doing it, kind of deal. And then so on and so forth. The story builds from there. Don't want to get way too deep into it, but I got it just to upgrade it. This one comes with it's a Super Rhino, an animated short. What else do we have here? A music video in session with John Travolta and Miley Cyrus, who happen to be two of the voices in here. I believe John Travolta is Bolt, and then the owner is because he's not, he has a family, but they use him in these movies. Deleted scenes, speak the voice of Bolt, so I'm guessing it's like the voice actors and all that stuff doing their kind of behind the scenes of that. Creating the world of Bolt, Bolt's Be Awesome mission game, and then Bolt Art Gallery. So just pick that up to add to the collection. And the last one is one of the craziest, I must say, Disney movies. When I first saw it, did not know it was a Disney movie until I was a little bit older, and still don't believe it, because there's scenes in this that still creep me out today. Not a horror movie by any stretch of the imagination, but there are many creepy scenes in this that still haunt me today. But that is the Return to Oz. It's the pretty much Dorothy is now in like a psych ward, it seems like. She's getting those, when they put the electric on your head and try to, like, I guess, zap whatever it is out of you. But she ends up getting, sent back to Oz in not the same fashion with like a tornado, but in similar type deal with Mother Nature doing its worst. So anyway, she ends up back in Oz, but when she gets there, it's completely different. It's taken over, and now she has to save her friends. No longer is it the Cowardly Lion, the Tin Man, and the Scarecrow. You have TikTok, which is this like big thing you have to wind up. You have a couch with a moose head that they bring to life. You have Jack, I believe his name is, the big tall pumpkin. And pretty much now they're fighting the Gnome King and Mombi, I believe her name is. Can't remember it. I haven't seen the Gump is what the thing is called. It's like it looks like a moose head. Whatever mystical creature they have in Oz, it's the head, and they put it together. The couch, and it's like a flying thing, but the Gump is what it's called. But I believe it's Mombi is the one where some of the scenes, like I said, is crazy. Is she has like all these heads. She turned everybody to stone, or the Gnome King turned everybody to stone, and she cut off all the women's heads and just have them. She has them in this like display case that she takes her head off and puts on another head and just connects it and all that stuff. That scene was like terrifying for me as a kid, and still kind of creepy. But like I said, one of those movies that I'm just like, this is a Disney film. Like the dinosaurs. The dinosaurs, I guess, are under the Disney umbrella. But that show was completely something. Like, I had all the DuckTales and all that stuff, and then I realized dinosaurs was under the same thing, and I'm just like, that doesn't seem like a Disney film. But Return to Oz, like I said, if you haven't seen this one, it's kind of creepy. But yeah, those are all the movies I got. Let's Return to Oz, show them off again. Return to Oz, Bolt, the two Parent Traps, the original and the remake, Jungle to Jungle. I'm actually probably going to pop this one in just because I haven't seen it in forever. Cool Runnings. Remember the Titans. That's probably going in right after that. Saludos Amigos and the Three Caballeros. Celebrating Mickey. And Alice Through the Looking Glass. So hopefully you enjoyed that. Some of these movies, like I said, on the Disney Club, you buy one, you get the rest half off. So if you're looking to, kind of save some money, do it that way. And yeah, those are some ideas. Some of them you might never heard of. Some of them might be your favorites or whatever. Let me know in the comments maybe what your favorite Disney film is, if any of those are in the top 5 at least, or anything like that. But like I said, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. If you enjoyed this video, hit that thumbs up, and of course hit that little bell button so you know when I do upload more stuff like this. And yeah, I guess until next time, whatever, if it's a review or an unboxing. I know I got a few movies coming from eBay, and then I got a few coming from, I'll wait to kind of let you know about that one. But I got a few movies coming up from this website that are like Netflix exclusive. So hopefully they come out. One I've been waiting for the longest time. But let me stop talking. Check the show notes for my other social media and such. And I'll leave the link for the Disney Movie Club if you're looking to enter or become a member and then become a VIP and stuff. So yeah, I guess until next time, I'll see you guys.